Welcome back, boys. What a beautiful week it has been because today we got the greatest news that happened. Our GOAT, our savior of the lightweight division, the man, the myth, the undefeated El Matador, Ilia Topuria, has returned. After a long fight with his vicious wife that he found from Miami, that there's a lesson to be in there. You can't find a wife in Miami. Truth be told, this man had to pay the price. But like he is undefeated in the cage, he is also undefeated outside the cage, winning the suit that he had proposed, and that everything was dismissed. That everything that he said went towards his plan. Now, what does this mean? First of all, it means this. He is back. And quote unquote, the champ is back. Ilia Topuria is now officially back in training in his old gym that he was actually training with in Madrid. And that also means that more than likely, he's going to end up fighting at the White House. The reason is this. Justin Gaethje just had a war. Needs a long time to recover from when he fought against Paddy Pimblett. And Ilia Topuria is now just getting back. Look, this is a lot emotionally toll. Obviously, going through a divorce is not easy. But fortunately, he was able to win the court, at least in his own accord, in his own terms. Okay? We don't know much about what's left coming after this, but what we do know that everything has been dismissed, everything has been decided, and has been agreed upon privately. All of this was all agreed in terms of Ilia Topuria, so mentally he should be in good spirits. And which I'm excited because you know what? We missed this dude. All right, this dude is a banger. All right, knowing that he is back, the lightweight is shook. Now we're able to now proceed. Okay, Ilia Topuria will now be facing Justin Gaethje for the undisputed belt, more than likely at the White House. Which I've seen a lot of people kind of complain about it because they don't think it's a major draw. And I'm like completely opposite. I think this is a phenomenal fight. One, because Justin Gaethje is an American. They need Americans in this card. Two, he does put out highlight reel. The White House, its name itself will sell. I don't get this idea that it won't sell because of the fighter. No, it's going to sell anyways. It's the White House card. Biggest event of the year, probably of all time, the UFC. And they're going to have two firefighters, two strong strikers. Will Ilia Topuria knock out Justin Gaethje in the first round? I don't know. We don't know what's coming up. We don't know. I'm probably going to make my official prediction. Obviously, Ilia is already going to be the most heavily favored. But you can't count out Justin Gaethje. There are ways for Justin to win. He is the bigger fighter. He is taller. He is able to grapple. Is his chin going to be exposed? Yes. And will Ilia find it? Yes. But we don't know exactly until it happens. But all I know is that Ilia is in good spirits. He has put that he's back in his own training camp, into his own gym. And this is just good news overall for the company, right? The lightweight champion is officially back. And for us fans, we've been waiting because we didn't know how long this was going to take. Knowing how divorces are, it could take months. It could even taken years. We just didn't know, especially with the whole understanding that his ex-wife allegedly on court was trying to put in some domestic violence, trying to take the kids away from her. Gladly, the way that this court was ruled, showing that she was the villain in all this, trying to destroy as much as what he has built upon. But I don't want to go too further. This is, again, allegedly. We don't know the whole scope of things. But what I do know is that Ilia Topuria is back and more than likely will be fighting at the White House. Now, before I let you go, because tomorrow, be ready. It will be the official Fight Night Saturday predictions where we're going to go over a little bit more in depth with the fights. Yeah, it's not a number card. It's not a Paramount number card. However, we still be covering MMA no matter what. All right, UFC Fight Night this Saturday. It's going to be a banger. I'm excited. But I'm also kind of worried about how the White House card will be affecting numbered events. Because February doesn't have a numbered event until March. And in April, nothing has been really sounded or anything, nor May. And we understand that and I'm going to make a video too analyzing how we are in probably one of the worst eras of UFC, of the most least active champions we've ever had. Obviously, Ilya doesn't, he had a valid reasoning because of the divorce situation, but from Khamzat, who we know he's the worst champ to possibly have, Tom Aspinall being screwed over by the UFC. Currently right now, Alex Pereira just got the belt back, but he's taking his sweet time. Nothing wrong, obviously he has fought so hard, but we haven't had any announcement, especially him not teasing is going to heavyweight or not. So we'll see. And obviously welterweight Islam, he only fights once or twice a year. We don't know when he will fight again, especially Ramadan is coming in. That's already 5 champions that I just named. And then Peter Yan, again, I don't want to go into in depth right now in this video. Right now, we just want to talk about Ilia Topuria's back. But the one thing I do want to mention, and this kind of relates back to what I was saying from the earlier video about Dana White. It turns out Dana White doesn't actually negotiate or matchmaking in any fighter's contract anymore. As much as we put on the pressure of this guy, I hate to say this, but I was right. I was right in the sense that he has lost that drive and passion for the company. Now, maybe it's because of the change of management being like bought out from the ESPN to Paramount, and there's a lot of things behind doors with Zuffa that we just don't know. And again, always give props to Dana White for as much as he did to bring UFC to where it's at. This showed that he doesn't negotiate the contracts anymore. And most of it is during literally Hunter Campbell, Sean Shelby, and Mick Maynard, which I could have already guessed this. So a lot of pressure on this is literally on Hunter and Sean and Mick. And if Dana White isn't doing any of these, he's just the face of the promotion. I think it's time to move on. I think it is also time for Dana White to pick something new. Obviously, we've seen him trending to the boxing world, which maybe that's the reason why he went to Zuffa, because now he just literally fallen out the passion of UFC as a promotion. Fine. Things happen. People move on. You know, life doesn't revolve around MMA, right? You have other responsibilities. So it's fine. It's just, I wanted for him to be more clear and going out and saying like, you know what, this is done. This will be my last year with the UFC after the White House. And now we're going to bring a new promoter, someone that's young, high energy, that's going to put in the new effort. Not because Dana White doesn't care about this product anymore. It's because he's been doing it for so long. And you just have so much in you that are able to keep on doing it, right? Like a Joe Rogan, he doesn't travel international anymore. He just commentates when it's in the United States and when it's cards for what he likes, right? At some point, he got kind of like, you know, there's just so much I can do. I don't mind Dana White promoting fights when it comes to the big ones, like the White House and stuff, because it looks like he does know how to handle that situation. But it is also time to understand that it's time to bring a new face, a better marketing team to promote fights, like that AI video that we all saw from Islam versus Ilya, right? Like, we need to bring back that type of energy so fans will come in excited for these fights, you know. But I mean, that's pretty much all the news that's been going on today. I'm kind of appreciative about what's going on. We know it's kind of been a very slow week, and we understand this is a fight night week, so not a lot of things really been happening. However, I am excited to go over by tomorrow's fight. Just a quick saying, last weekend, the past weekends, my prelim picks have been awful. Really bad. I went on an 0-4 and 0-5 before I finally got a win. Main cards, I usually get all of them except for one. But the prelims and early prelims, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Early prelims have been awful. Prelims, it's like a flip in the coin. Main card, pretty good. But again, obviously there's been a ton of analysis videos about Volk and Diego. I'm not going to do that. Maybe in the future, but right now, especially because of my schedule and everything, I just want to kind of over, especially the news that's been breaking out, right? It's just a very exciting moment. And tomorrow will be my predictions kind of going down. I am going to break it in segments. Shout out to my boy Clem. He kind of offered a good idea to break out the prelims from the main event, just because the videos are long and I don't expect everybody to listen to it all the way through, right? Even though I love to, right? More video retention and everything, but we're human beings, all right? We got other things to do. You want to read a book, you want to go outside, play video games, go ahead. But thank you for also catching up this video. Hope to upload this by tonight, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.